Hello guys, F.A.D here and welcome to another album review. Last time I reviewed Metallica's Load, and well, I basically said that it really isn't as bad of an album as everyone says it is. And now this time I'm gonna review the follow-up to Load, which was released the year after, and that's Reload. Now originally Load and Reload were meant to be a double album, but well, didn't really happen. So instead, we got two Metallica albums in like the space of a year or something. So yeah, I mean 1996 you got Load, and then boom, 1997 you had Reload. So after not having a Metallica album for like 5 years, we got two in quick succession. Of course, after that it took us another 6 years to get the next one. Of course, not counting like Garage Inc. or S&M. I mean, come on, that doesn't count. Those are not real albums. Those are, I mean, like proper new material studio albums. It took us another 6 years to get Saint Anger after this, but yeah, stuff happens. I mean, it wasn't as long as the wait between Death Magnetic and Hardwired, right? Oh, that was terrible. But okay, this time we're talking about Reload, and well, again, just like Load, people like tend to hate on this album, like especially like I said with Load, the elitists, you know, the Thrash fans, they just hated this one. I mean, they hated the new direction and everything that Metallica was doing around this time. But again, just like with Load, I really do like this album. Let's get into this review. Since, of course, this was originally meant to be a double album along with Load, the style is pretty much the same as on the previous album. So you got a lot of like these tough guy lyrics, but you know, I don't really mind it. This is an awesome album, and it definitely starts out amazing. Like the start of this album, like the first few tracks, yo, they just come out with a bang. Like the first song, Fuel, is of course one of the most quoted Metallica tracks. I mean, it starts out with the classic line, "Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire." Ooh, oh, just as soon as you hear that, you're like, oh, you just feel it. Like the album just comes at you and it starts off, you know, no bullshitting around. And I just love it. It's such a nice, high-tempo, energetic track, and it really gets you in the mood for the rest of the record. It's definitely one of my personal favorite Metallica songs of all time. I love it. Right after that, you got, of course, The Memory Remains, which again is another great track, in my opinion, really underrated. It's not as energetic as Fuel, so it kind of drops down, but it's good, you know, it has a good flow to it. I really think the chorus is very catchy, and overall it's a good song, though I think it could have done without the creepy lady singing, okay? I mean, the creepy old lady, that's, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of that bit. After that, you have Devil's Dance, which in my opinion is also a pretty underrated track. Again, it's not really too energetic, but it's got this very cool groove to it, and I really do like it. It's a very, like I said, underrated track. Right after that, we followed up with The Unforgiven 2, of course, the sequel to the original Unforgiven song, which was on the Black Album. Of course, there was also a third Unforgiven made eventually on the Death Magnetic album, so it turned into a trilogy. But I really do think that the Unforgiven 2 has to be my favorite. I don't know, there's just something about it. But after that, you go into Better Than You, which was actually nominated for a Grammy, I believe. And again, it's just a nice high-tempo track, you know. But it's around this point in the album that we really get into its biggest problem, and that's that songs start to kind of blend together. Now, we had a similar thing on Load, but I think it's more of a problem here. It definitely happens a lot on the second half of the record. Like, it starts out very strong, like I said, with songs like Fuel, Memory Remains, and The Unforgiven 2. But it's like after that little period, you kind of get songs which, like I said, start to kind of blend together, and it's kind of difficult to tell them apart. Of course, this is not really a problem if you just listen to all the songs by themselves, but if you're just going to listen to the album in one go, it can make it a little bit of a chore, a little repetitive. That's not to say that the songs are bad, though. No, far from it. I mean, Sliver is a great track with some very good guitar work in my opinion. Later you got Bad Seed, which is just this nice catchy tune. You follow it up with Where the Wild Things Are, which is definitely one of the highlights of the album, especially of the second half. I mean, it's a very dark and well-written song in my opinion. Definitely another underrated track in my opinion, one of the hidden gems. Right after that you got Prince Charming, which, oh my god, like I love that song. Like I don't know what it is, but like it's just so again, it's very energetic, high tempo, and there's just something about it. I love the choruses, they're very catchy, and the guitar work as well, the instrumentals on it are just great, and overall it's just a very good song. Especially if you just listen to it like by itself, it's just so underrated. Like I can't believe that like not many people really talk about like the song. Like I can't believe there are so many songs here on this album and on Load which just don't get the attention they deserve because these albums have such a bad reputation. It's unreal. I mean, then you got Low Man's Lyric, which again is just such a beautiful ballad like track. And then also like the album also ends very strongly with Fixer, just like Load. That also had a great final track, but this one, man, Fixer, there's this just, I'm telling you, James Hetfield, man, some of his best writing came on this album. Like some of these tracks, bro, are actually very dark. Like you have your tough guy lyrics, which also were kind of all over the place on Load, but that doesn't say that all of it is like that. I mean, you got those few tracks like Where the Wild Things Are, Low Man's Lyric, Fixer, which just really have these beautiful lyrics from James Hetfield. Like I really do love his writing, and not only the writing, I mean the song itself is great as well. So yeah, like I said, basically the album is very good. The only problem it really does have is that, like I said, songs, especially in the second half, can blend together a little bit, you know, they can, unfortunately. But it just, every song individually, I think, definitely has its highlights, and it's very good. So yeah, that's the album, Reload, man. I know it's kind of weird because I know that I said before, like in the Load review, that I preferred Load over Reload. But now that I've listened to it, you know, for this review, and now that I just really thought about it, I think I really like it just as much. I like this album just as much as I do with Load. I don't know. It's just, God. I mean, maybe it's kind of, maybe some of the other tracks have kind of grown on me even more or something like that. I don't know what it is, but now that I really think about it, this album definitely does deserve the same rating as Load. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be giving it an 8 out of 10, just like I did with Load. Even though I was planning to give it like a 7.5. Before, but now that I really listened to it, I think it definitely does deserve an 8. Like I said, the only real complaint is that songs kind of start to blend together, but like I said, that's only really a problem if you just listen to the album in one go straight throughout, and even then like some people might not even really mind too much, like I did a little bit, but like I said, I do enjoy all of the songs on this record, despite the fact that they are kind of similar, you know. But that's the album, Reload, of course, the last Metallica album, the last proper studio album that is, to feature Jason Newsted on the bass guitar. Unfortunately, kind of sad. I mean, I really liked him on bass. Of course, he doesn't reach the level of Cliff Burton, of course. I mean, Cliff is a legend, but Jason Newsted was also, I mean, I think Jason Newsted fit the band more than Cliff did, but Cliff was definitely a better player. But that's besides the point right now. But yeah, Reload, man, very good album. I don't get why Load and Reload get so much hate, man. The 90s Metallica albums, bro, like, I love them both. They're just so misunderstood. Like, they're different albums, and there's nothing wrong with them being different. Like, honestly, God. But yeah, Reload, man, again, but this cover, though, like, again, man, Metallica, stop it with these covers, bro. God, I mean. But yeah, Reload, like I said, before like I did this, started working on this review, I thought that I really preferred Load, but now I think that they're pretty much equal in my book. So, like I said, 8 out of 10 is gonna be the score I'm giving this one. And I think that's it. I don't know, let me quickly think. I think that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review. My name has been F.A.D. Tell me in the comments what you guys think of this album and Load. Tell me if you guys hate them or if you guys actually like them like I do. But yeah, I'm really excited to hear your guys' opinion. But yeah, my name has been F.A.D. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.